け出し込む trace 最初駅と right back one of the same だからゼログラビティ肩の荷は降りないこびりつく地層のようにライトかヘビーかい中そんな遠いもんな着物に対岸の価値なのにその身を削るほど姑息なる偽善者の思い込みディセピいっそ彼を伝え枝分かれ無重力状態いつか訪れ特別な瞬間浮遊してもまだ I gotta say むき出したいとへと駆け出すにとへと孤独を悟る隙間は痛いけど何回だって知ったって何回だってじゃがって上昇して落ちる速度には神を任せてるんだぜ
Takeru's trying to complete the training as fast as possible this time round. Phew. Finally, I can take a break. In my current condition, I can run however many laps they want me to, no sweat. But the fact that it's easy for me is also a little concerning. Are the others going to be able to manage, I hope? No matter how well I do, it won't mean a thing if the others can't keep up. We're being evaluated as a team here, not as individuals. Maybe this is how class rep felt back when I was the one holding the team back. Well, it's certainly not brand new, and it still smells like someone else's room, but... Well, looks like I'm home. Should I really be calling it that, though? I guess this place feels a lot more like home than my actual house did when I woke up there yesterday. Though I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If I were to save this world and then somehow be given the opportunity to return my own, I honestly have no idea whether I'd want to stay or leave. So like, doesn't that mean I'm already content with the idea of spending the rest of my life here, in this world? Back then, I always figured that no matter how hard the decision might be, I'd still end up going back to my world in the end. But now? Well, sitting around overanalyzing things isn't gonna do me any good. Maybe I should go outside and get some fresh air. It's already nighttime, but it's still pretty warm out. Man, I remember coming out here around Christmas. We were basically training in a full-on blizzard half the time. There was nothing to block the wind, so it just felt like you could be blown away at any time. Anyway, I probably shouldn't wander too far off, so let's just go for a short jog. Oh, looks like someone's here. Sound of footsteps. Oh hey, Maya. Sorry, I mean...
別に構わぬが、順序というものがあるぞ。
It's because Takeru called her by name. Sorry, manners aren't really my strong suit, I guess.
分かっていても癖は治らんか。もっとも、だから癖というのであろうが。
I'll work on it, alright? Anyway, what are you up to?
見ての通りトラックを走っていた。
You being punished or something?
まさか。自主訓練だ。一応日課にしている。
Oh yeah? Right, I do kinda remember having this conversation last time.
私は一刻も早く英士となり、そして戦場に立ちたいのだ。
Yep, we've definitely had this conversation before. And why is that?
月並みだが、私にも守りたいものがあるのだ。
Huh. Mind I ask what that might be?
この星、この国の民、そして日本という国だ。
I see. Yeah, I learned all too well just how much our country means to her during the incident at the volcano.
白金、そなたにはないのか？
Hmm? Yeah, I do.
聞いてもよいか？
The earth and all mankind. Oh, not that I'm trying to one-up you or anything.
誰もそんなことは言っておらん。
Okay.
そなたは立派だな。
You think so? I'm amazed I can respond to that so nonchalantly. And it's not embarrassing at all either.
なるほどな。
Hmm?
何故そなたが特別と呼ばれるのか納得できたのだ。
Ah, cut it out.
謙遜するでない。日頃から随分と自己鍛錬を積んでいるようだが、やはりそれは目的意識からか？
Well, at first I was just trying to get by, but now, yeah, I guess you're right.
そうか。やはり気概だな。何かをなそうという強い信念がなくてはな。
Yeah, people can accomplish great things when they have a driving purpose.
ほう。簡潔で良い言葉だ。目的があれば人は努力できる。か。私も習わせてもらおう。
I learned them from you, Maya.
Huh?
Oh crap, gotta change the subject. Oh, whoops. I just used your first name again, didn't I? My bad.
よい。ところでそなたは何をしに来たのだ？
Oh, I was just gonna go for a little jog to try and clear my head.
そうか。私はもう上がるところだ。明日は時間が合うと良いな。
Yeah, I'd like that. Have a nice night then.
またな。
People can accomplish great things when they have a driving purpose. Yeah, it's a nice little saying. Man, I really have learned a lot from these guys. I wonder why I never paid more attention. I should really take all this stuff to heart. Let's do a few laps, then stop by Yuko-sensei's office. Takeru seems like a superhero now, but he wasn't always like this. He really was such a wimp. Excuse me.
そういうことで、詳しく調べておいてちょうだい。
Who's she talking to? So do be sure. Is this a bad time?
こっちはこっちでそれとなく調べるから。それじゃ。
Ciao, she says. Should I come back later?
いいえ。で、何？
I made up my mind.
何を？
I'm going to graduate and become a surface pilot as soon as possible.
ふん。どうして？
So that you and everyone else will start taking me seriously. I can't do anything as a cadet. I want to become a real surface pilot as soon as possible, so I can have more of a say around here. What a cadet says will never be taken as seriously as what the base CO says, even if they're saying the exact same things.
吉司令。大きく出たわね。
Whatever, I'm gonna graduate from the training academy and become a real soldier before you know it.
そんなに気張らなくても、訓練課程さえちゃんと修了すればエースになれるわよ。ただでさえ人手が足りない状況なんだから。確かあなた、前の世界でもずっと207小隊に所属していたのよね。だったら、小隊の他のメンバーが抱えているものを少しは分かってるでしょ？
Yes.
彼女たちの中にも同じことを考えている者がいるわ。お互い高め合って一日も早く一人前になりなさい。
You can count on me, ma'am.
ところで聞きたいことがあるわ。
And what would that be?
私にとって一番肝心なことよ。あなたはオルタネイティブ4についてどこまで知っているの？
Huh?
オルタネイティブ5については随分と口にするけれど、 4については何も言わないわね。
Well, that's because
それを教えてくれればあなたは必要以上に気負う必要はない。4の完遂はそのまま5の消滅になるんだから。
all I know about Alternative 4 are the most basic non-specific details.
例えば
Like I said before, I know you're in charge of the project, and that it's one of the reasons this base even exists in the first place. Or rather, the real reason.
それから
And that you need to find a way to fit 15 billion semi-conducting parallel computing circuits in the palm of your hand.
それから
And that the Surface Pilot Cadet Squad 207 was part of that plan.
それから
And that by December 24th, you had the entire theory all worked out, but that your peers told you it never worked. Actually, I remember you saying something like I wasn't cut out to be the Holy Mother.
何それ
I don't know, but it was right after you said that Christmas was the day on which a single child bestowed a new hope unto mankind. I think it had something to do with that.
そうまだある
Let's see. Well, there was a UN military insignia on Kasumi's shoulder that said Alternative 4, so I figured that brain might have something to do with it.
あとは
Oh, right. There were people trying to sabotage Alternative 4, though I don't really know how or why. That's about it, really.
なるほど。それじゃあ確かに助言のしようがないわね。
So then, I don't really know anything useful.
でも知っている人間が聞けばそれでは済まないわよ。郊外
Even though I don't actually know anything. Great.
でもあなたの決意に影響を及ぼす要素は皆無ね。できることをやりなさい。
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm sure as hell not going to let that nightmare happen again.
そう。じゃあ後ろを向いて一歩進みなさい。
She's telling me to leave, isn't she? I'll get out of your hair then. But if there's anything I can do, please be sure to call me. You did that a lot last time.
わかったわ。あなたも何かあったら来なさい。
Yes, ma'am. The only person that knows that Takeru came from the future. October 25, 2001.
で、アジカ塩が来航の代替品となる。以上が爆破物の種類。
They're studying explosives. A lecture on explosives. Yep, I definitely remember this. Everything from the individual training drills down to the daily meal plans are exactly the same as last time.
高性能爆薬としては TNT と C4 が代表的なものだ。使い方は
Seriously though, dinky little explosives like these? I mean, sure, they're not completely useless, but I can't imagine they'd be all that effective against the beta. It's not like I can stand up and say we don't need to know any of this stuff, but it just feels like we're wasting a hell of a lot of time on this stuff than we should be. Right now, every minute counts. The question is, how many days have I managed to save so far? The only thing I know for sure is that I got assigned to the squad a little earlier than last time. Yeah, I still got thrown in the detention barracks, but I got out faster than I did last time. So that should have bought us an extra day. Which would also mean the lecture schedules gotta be moving one day ahead of last time. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense for me to remember all this stuff, since I didn't join up till later on. I wish there was a way I could know for sure, but it's not like I remember exactly what happened on any given date either.
白金、今のところ説明をしてみろ。
Huh? Who, me?
そうだ。考え事をする余裕があるんだから問題ないだろ。
Haha, he wasn't paying attention. Where were we again?
貴様に合わせたカリキュラムの変更をわざわざ断ったぐらいだ。相当自信があるんだろうな。
So she wants me to explain how to handle the example scenario. Okay. This particular scenario is an example of basic rear infiltration tactics conducted by a support unit just prior to the main operation. As such, the most ideal solution would be to target the high voltage cable running out the back end of their facility and sever it while remaining undetected.
おお、なぜだ？
The scenario only requires that we disable the radar, not destroy it. It'd be best to leave the facility intact in case we ever need to use it again later on. Not only would it be less dangerous than attacking the facility itself, you'd also need only a fraction of the explosives to pull it off, minimizing casualties while maximizing the chances of success. That's all.
座ってよし。ぼーっとしていた割にはまともだったな。講義中はもっと集中しろ。いいな。
Yes, ma'am. I'll try not to let it happen again.
白金さん、すごいですよ。
うん、私も驚いた。てっきり腕立て伏せをやらされると思っていたのだが
分かって当然だと思うけどね。
しかし、あの例題から施設を再利用するところに結びつけたのは感心したぞ。
頭柔らかいね。危険が効くのは確かなようね。そういう仲間がいると心強いわ。
Thank you.
次は小銃の分解組み立て実習だ。そろそろ行こう。
Field stripping practice. Oh. Building guns. Oh, the gun is complete already. Now snap on the receiver and we're done. I'm finished.
終わったのか？
Yes, ma'am.
4分52秒。
嘘。
よし、点検だ。問題はなさそうだな。
Yes, ma'am.
過去に経験があるのか？
No, but I was a bit of a gun nut growing up, so I've done my fair share of reading up on how they're assembled.
なるほど。まあいい。その腕をなまらせないよう日々の練磨を怠るな。
Yes, ma'am.
今までは綾峰の6分17秒が最高記録だったな。新米にあっさり塗り替えられたぞ。貴様らも精進しろ。はい。
ほんとすごいよ、白金さん。
Oh, it was nothing really. It's pretty much just muscle memory at this point. Which is the whole point of all this training, so that when push comes to shove, we don't even have to think about it.
謙遜するでない。
そうね。正直悔しいけど、これだけ差を見せられちゃね。特別ね。
Nice going, special boy. Come on, guys, you can't keep stroking my ego, or else it's gonna start going to my head.
じゃあやめましょう。
Well, not entirely, right?
でも、これからはそうはいかないわよ。絶対勝ってやるから。
Oh yeah, of course. I thought it might be a bad idea to stick out from the rest of the pack, but maybe it's actually a good thing. These guys all have a lot of pride, don't they? If I play my cards right, I just might motivate the entire squad to get on my level in no time.
何がなるほどなんですか？
Huh? Oh, don't worry about it.
そなたの加入はタイにとって十分な刺激だ。ここで一気に崩れてくれるな。
Don't worry, I won't let you guys down.
背伸び背伸び。
Oh yeah, Ayamine? Well, I suggest you remember those words tomorrow when I totally destroy you.
忘れた。
I already forgot. What are you, a goldfish?
でも、三剣の言う通り、これがタイ全体の底上げにつながれば、総合戦闘技術評価演習は十分期待できるわ。
That's for sure. We can't really afford to fail, can we?
ええ、絶対に。
So hey, there's something I wanted to ask you guys actually.
何？
I just wanted to know, do you all have something you want to protect? You don't have to tell me what exactly it is, but do you guys all have something worth risking your life for?
一体どうしたの？
目的があれば人は努力できるか？
Effort and talent are really important, of course, but at the end of the day, I think you've got to have that fire in your belly, you know? Especially when what you're fighting for is something that can never be replaced.
努力は報わせるものか。言い回しはいささか変だが、そなたの強い意志が感じられるな。
And well, maybe some of you guys can relate to this sentiment, but for me,
何？
up until about 2 years ago, the only thing I really cared about was keeping myself alive. Of course, 2 years ago for Takeru and 2 years ago for them is different. And sure, that's still a big part of it, but now I understand that there are other things in need of my protection, even if it means putting my own life in danger. Because whatever it is that you're fighting for, be it your own life or something else entirely, you just can't protect it alone. That's something you all taught me.
なるほど。それでそなたは
Hmm?
徴兵免除を蹴ってここに来たのであろう。
Yeah, pretty much. Though in actuality, I didn't have much of a choice in the matter. If you ask me, unless we can all set aside our differences and band together under a single driving purpose, we're not gonna stand a chance against the beta. If any one of us slips up, their loss affects all of us.
わかります。
So what do you say? Let's give it all we got, yeah?
そうね。頑張りましょう。
And now that we're through all the nitty-gritty,
今度は何？
Sakaki, you don't mind if I call you class rep, do you? And for the rest of you, let's go with Meiya. Meiya, Tama, and Ayamine. Oh, and you guys can call me Takeru or Shirogane. I don't care either way.
開き直ったな。
私だけ普通。
What, would you rather I call you K?
いい。
Stop. Anyway, since I'm the new guy here, I was hoping we could kind of break the ice a little bit before the evaluation rolls around. We're gonna be trusting each other with our lives, so I figure it'd be a good idea to get to know you all a little bit better.
なるほどな。まあ、呼び方はそなたの好きにするがよかろう。
なんか私猫みたいですね。
Yeah. Tama is the name of a cat. I think it's cute. Do you mind?
別にいいですよ。
Oh, and right, Tama. And Tama, you should really treat me the way you treat everyone else. Just call me Takeru-san.
そうかな。
Yeah, I just feel like that would suit you a whole lot better.
頑張ります。
He's asking everybody to call him the same way they did back in school in his own world. Dude.
頑張るね。たけるさん。
呼び方を指定する人なんて初めて見たわ。
Oh, just lay off, class rep. So, what about you, Ayamine?
別に好きにすれば。
Sweet. Glad that's settled.
強引なやつ。
Yep, Takeru doesn't waste time this time
たけ
round.
るさん、また明日ね。
He's basically speedrunning this thing. Yep, have a good night. Alrighty. I think I just expedited the whole team building process pretty significantly, in fact. Instead of weighing the others down, this time it's like they're all depending on me. That's gotta be a huge step in terms of our unity as a team. Now, if only Mikoto would hurry up and get back here. Though I don't think there's anything I can do to speed that up. Which sucks. Knowing her, I'm sure she'll manage, but at this rate she'll be way behind the others by the time she gets back. Ah well. Not like you can really plan out interpersonal relationships anyhow. I'll just have to wait. Now, is there anything else I can speed up? Oh, Kasumi! Of course, I should meet Kasumi as soon as possible. I still don't know who she is, much less why she was so fixated on that weird brain.
ここから離れたら私いなくなります。
Why would she say that?
わからなくなるの怖い。
What did she even mean by that?
守らないとなくしてしまう。
Kasumi, what in the world were you so afraid of?
タケルちゃんにはわからない。
That was his childhood friend, Kasumi. Yeah, one thing's for sure. This time around, I've got to learn more about Kasumi. The rest of us were part of the alternative program too. But our UN military insignias only said Yokohama base. Kasumi's was different though. She was far more directly involved with Alternative 4 than any of us. The fact that she's always with Yuko-sensei is proof enough of that. And after hearing the kinds of things she was saying that day, I highly doubt it's just a coincidence.
タケルちゃんにはわからない。
My heart skips a beat every time I think back on it. It felt like those words came straight from Sumika. That's why they stir up such complex emotions in me. Sumika's not even in this world. Yuko-sensei even checked. She's not in any of their records. And even if she did exist, despite all of the evidence to the contrary, even then I have no idea why Kasumi would sound so much like her. Could I just be overthinking it? Was that really just a coincidence? That would definitely be the simplest explanation. But Kasumi is the only one in this world who ever called me Takeru-chan. And unless I'm remembering wrong, the only one who ever called me back home in my world, who called me that back home in my world, was Sumika. Man, this hallway is as dark and foreboding as ever. At least the door I'm looking for isn't hard to find. It's strange though. Despite how secure the area is, the room never gave off the same vibe as like a containment space for a deadly virus or a storage vault for highly classified information. For the most part, it was a perfectly ordinary room, with one exception. That cylinder in the middle with a brain inside of it. Could there be something special about it that warrants having it all the way down here under lock and key? I mean, this floor's built like a bomb shelter. There could be a huge explosion outside and I doubt this place would even feel the impact. Hell, even if that HSST had crashed into the base, I bet this floor would have gone totally unscathed. As always, the eerie echo of my footsteps is the only sound. There she is. I still remember the last time I saw her like it was yesterday. I can't remember any of the events following or leading up to it though. I just remember picking her up and making a mad dash back upstairs. Could be that part of my memory got wiped somehow when I went back in time. Time travel's about as fantastical as it gets, so I definitely wouldn't rule out the possibility. Anyway, I really shouldn't get too hungover. A little memory loss at this point. To be completely honest, sometimes I even have my doubts about whether or not my world ever existed at all. So being fuzzy on a few details feels pretty minor in comparison. But anyway. Hey. It's really something, you know? Just seeing her again like this. I was so sure we'd say goodbye forever. Hey, wait up. Don't go running off on me now. Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm Shirogane Takeru. What's your name? Right, I've got to start all the way over from square one with her. I'm on a pretty tight schedule again, but hopefully we can make a little more progress than we did last time. Still giving me the silent treatment, I see. Come on, I know you can speak Japanese. She's not gonna tell me her name, is she?
Kasumi. Yashiro Kasumi desu.
Whoa, sweet! You actually responded this time. We're making progress already. Sorry, you probably have no idea what I mean by this time, do you? Well, you see, it's kind of a long story, but...
気にしていません。
Huh? You sure?
はい。
Alright, Kasumi. Why don't we commemorate the occasion with a good old-fashioned handshake? Whoops, did I just call you Kasumi?
はい。
Sorry about that. See, I've got this thing where I forget when I'm not on a when I'm not on a first name basis with people.
いいです。かすみでいいです。
Well, if you say so. Okay then, let's shake on it. Come on, it's just a handshake.
握手。
Do you not know how? Here, just give me your hand, like this. Wow, your hand sure is warm for its size. Haha. Okay, now we shake.
握手。
I don't know. They're all done. They're all done. Wow. Come to think of it, I've never actually touched her before, have I? Well, I guess I did once, technically, when I carried her up and out of the base. What was she even talking about back then? What? Is there something on my face?
いいえ。
Alright, hey. Could you hold still for a second? Alternative 4. Sure enough, there it is, right there in big bold letters. How did I not even give this a second thought last time? Well, I guess it did raise some questions in my mind. I just never actually asked anyone about it. Alright, I've got to see Yuko-sensei, so I'm gonna head out now, okay? Okay, later.
バイバイ。
Yeah, see you soon. Bye bye, man. Those two syllables can be absolutely heart-wrenching when said at just at the right moment. Really makes you feel like you're saying your last goodbyes. I mean, Kasumi used to say it all the time, and it never bothered me at all. But now it just brings back memories of the last time I saw her. So, it kinda hurts to hear, honestly. There it is again. That was little Meiya and little Takeru. I know I'm forgetting something, but I just can't figure out what it is. And it's really bugging me. Well, whatever. Not like I'm suddenly gonna remember just by thinking really hard about it. It was just a simple bye-bye, that's all. Sensei, are you in there?
あら、珍しい。どうしたの？
Huh? What? Kasumi? What are you doing here?
こっちへいらっしゃい。
I hardly ever see Kasumi in your office. In fact, I hardly ever see her outside her room at all. Oh well, other than when she used to come wake me up every morning, that is.
どうしたの？
Kinda rude to whisper about someone when they're standing right there, you know? Especially when you're making eye contact with the person in question, sensei. She's definitely planning something. I'd recognize that glint in her eyes in any universe.
ふーん。そう。わかったわ。
What was that about?
別に前にも言ったでしょ。言えないことはいっぱいあるのよ。
Well, yeah, but you were kinda whispering right in front of me, you know?
別にあんたのこと話してるって決まったわけじゃないでしょ。
Okay, she is so full of it. Why the hell else would you be making intense eye contact with me like that? Okay, but I mean, never mind. Man, that kind of burns me out a lot. I must be more self-conscious than I thought. Ugh.
別に落ち込むことじゃないわよ。あなたがどういう経緯をたどろうと、通常知り得ない情報を知っていたことは事実だから。
Yeah, I know.
私にとってそれは無視できない情報だったわけだし、あなたが望む通り最大限の努力はしているわよ。
Really?
ヤシロはあなたが正常だって言ってるわ。
Oh, that's good to hear, I guess. One word from Kasumi and suddenly she's convinced I'm not nuts. Does Yuko-sensei trust her judgment that much?
それで今日は何？
Well, not sure I want to ask her about this when Kasumi's around.
あら、もう帰るの？
Kasumi leaves at the perfect moment.
ヤシロがいると話しづらいことだったの？
Huh? Well, not specifically, no. I just kinda thought I shouldn't.
そう。まあいいわ。で、何？
That insignia on Kasumi's shoulder, it says alternative 4, doesn't it?
そうね。で、それに気づいていたのは聞いたわよ。
Right, but I never really give it a second thought since I had no idea what it meant.
そう。うすうす分かっているとは思うけど、彼女も計画の重要な要素の一つ。その重要度はあなたなんかの比じゃないわ。
And what about that brain in that stasis tube?
ええ、重要。ヤシルとあれはワンセットなのよ。
What even is alternative 4 anyway?
一人の子供が人類に夢と希望を与える計画よ。言えて妙だわ。さすが天才の言葉は違うわね。
You're quoting yourself though.
ええ、やっぱり私は天才ね。
Yeah, just keep tooting your own horn. She does remember she's headed for a fall here, right? Is she even taking what I'm telling her seriously? Okay, so then, Kasumi's the child, or what?
ノーコメント。
Huh?
あなたにそれを教えるわけにはいかないわ。
I thought you said you trusted me, though.
信用以前の問題よ。
I'm afraid I don't really catch your drift.
それを知ることは、この世界すべてに影響を与える。もちろん、あなたにも。
Okay, hold on a second. I feel like a sneeze is coming up.
わからない？
No, I really don't.
なら、どうしたら未来がわかるかしら？
You can't. It's impossible.
あなたは未来を経験してきた。その未来のここと同じ場所で今と同じ時間を過ごした事実があって、それをあなたが詳細に覚えていたら？
Well, then, if I did the exact same things I did last time, things would play out the exact same way.
じゃあもう一つ。白金が体験した未来と似ているけど少しだけ違う未来を迎えるためにはどうしたらいいと思う？
Well, first, I'd have to do the exact same things at the exact same times as before.
それで？
I'm not sure I can really explain the rest of it properly. It'd be a lot easier if this world has choose your own adventure games.
言ってみなさい。
After doing that, when you get up to the last choice you made, do it differently than before. Then the future will be just a tiny bit different.
一番最後の選択肢。なるほどね。ほぼ正解。白がね、あなた意外と頭の回転が早いわね。見直
I think I get what you're trying to say. Basically, if I learn what alternative 4 is now, it'll change the future too drastically. Am I right?
基本としてはその通り。これはあなたがこの世界で生きる上で絶対に忘れてはならない大原則よ。
Yep, I guess you're right.
でも、あなたはすでに相当状況を変えているわね。